Okay, let me see here. Hello, Calvin. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes before I start. Wanted to come on here and deliver quick message for you guys as we go into the holiday weekend. Dr. Martin Luther King holiday is coming up. So as you can see by the title of what I mentioned, this is pretty much, I'm talking to the people that today's message, it really stemmed from biblical scripture that I was reading over yesterday. And so I want to go over that with you guys today. And I'm going to take from Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. And what it says is, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives, right? And so the reason why I'm feeling like this scripture came to me is there were some people, like I said, before God chose to elevate you, right? You were on the level of people who felt like they can look down on you and judge you, right? Whatever it is that you were doing, these people had a home court advantage, right? And the reason why I say home court advantage is because wherever you were at this point in your life, right? These people at this particular time probably were doing better or probably thought they was doing better than you. And so instead of standing behind you, sticking up for you, a lot of these people chose to leave you out in the cold, turn their back on you in the time that you needed the most. And see, the thing is, this is all because you were on their turf. You were answering at their every beck and call. You weren't putting God first. You was answering to these people. You were trying to listen to these people, trying to seek validation from these people. You on this level. Now, to these people, they looking at it like, oh, well, I'm better than this. Got you up out that mess, right? God delivered you from your own insecurities, because that's the only reason why you were sticking around these people. You were insecure of self. You didn't know who you were. And these people didn't know who you were. So as soon as God took you from that and he elevated you and he progressed you and he transformed you and he kept taking you to these new levels of your life, you knew you couldn't stay where you were and you knew you couldn't go back. Everything had crashed and burned around you. And so what God was doing at this particular point in your life, he came through and dusted you off, and he came through and gave you an exit out of your current situation. He gave you and opened up the door of opportunity. And he said, are you going to entrust in me and believe in me to walk through this door and understand that if you walk with me, if you take this walk with me, if you talk with me, if you allow me to guide you, I will never forsake you. I will never allow your enemies to have their way with you. I will never allow you to see, I will never let my hand up off of you. You won't fail with me. Walk through this door with me. Go on this journey with me, because you understood that the end result, the end road was success, was abundance, was prosperity. These people may have had home court advantage. They may have been doing better than you, making more than you. Oh, but my God, they didn't understand that you had the spiritual advantage. JC, back me up. GPR, you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC game. Reach one, teach one. We ride together, we slide together. JC game for life, baby. They didn't understand you had the spiritual advantage. They may have had the home court advantage, but you had the spiritual advantage. So when it came to God getting you through, bringing you through. He did it effortlessly. And these people can't take it. But you understood you never would have made it had it not been for the Lord thy God on your side. You never could have made it. You never would have made it. He thought highly of you. He believed in you. He was proud of you. You didn't think that. You didn't know that. These people didn't know that. But you had the spiritual advantage. And these people can't take the fact that they can no longer look down their nose at you, that they got to look up at you and all the levels that God is bringing you to. Y'all ain't ready for it today. Y'all not ready for it tonight. It was misplaced energy. And these people couldn't handle the fact that they could no longer look down their nose at you. They were so wrapped up in judging you so bad, talking about you, mocking you. When everything had crashed and burned around you, they were sitting there, hee hee. They thought it was so funny instead of trying to help you get through your mess. But God got you through your mess. Did he not? God delivered you through your mess. Did he not? God held your hand in the midst of your mess. Did he not? Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for it. I back up, I come back, y'all not ready for it. God had your back in the midst of the mess. God held your hand in the midst of the mess. God got you through the mess. He delivered you from your mess. He delivered you from those people. He delivered you from your addictions. He delivered you from your shortcomings. He delivered you. He delivered you. He ain't judge you. He ain't mock you. He ain't turn his back on you. He came to you in a time that you needed people the most, in a time that everything around you had crashed and burned and failed. You thought you was a failure. You thought it was no way out. God came, opened up that door and gave you an exit. You knew you couldn't stay where you was at. You knew you couldn't go back from which you came. You knew you had to move forward. And you understood, even though people had misplaced energy towards you, baby, even though people was jealous and envious of the levels that God was taking you through, they didn't understand all the hell that you went through. Wrote you off and labeled you a misfit, but they didn't understand. God bumped fists with the misfits. God rolled in packs with the misfits. God stuck up for the misfits. God performed miracles for the misfits. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for it tonight. Y'all ain't ready for it. Roped you off and labeled you a misfit, but didn't even understand. Didn't even understand. Didn't even understand. God don't gravitate towards people who have this self-righteous nature about them. People who can't do no wrong in nobody's eyes. This holier than thou syndrome. I'm bigger than God. I'm perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. And see what these people didn't understand. They out here trying to call you a misfit. They didn't understand. God rolled in packs with the misfits. Stuck up for the misfits. He blessed the misfits. He talked to the misfits. He loved the misfits. Because the misfits understood who they were, where they been, and where God is about to take them. You can't get to nobody who come through like, ooh, I'm so perfect. Ooh, I can't do no wrong. Ooh, I ain't never did this in my life. Ooh, I'm better than you. I ain't never do that. I ain't never do that. You got a lot of people, man. You got a lot of people. Let me tell you something. I'm about to go down the list. A lot of these people was hitting and beating the block with you, hitting the streets with you. But let me tell you something, when it came time to them talking bad about you, understand that all your business was told, but they ain't say how they had a hand in it. They didn't say how they was rolling with you doing the same thing. Birds of a feather flock together. Let me tell you something, when it came time and these people was talking about you and running your name through the ground, they ain't gonna say they part in it. They ain't gonna say how they was rolling with you doing the mess when you was lost. They ain't gonna say that. People like that, you gotta leave to God. People like that, you gotta leave to God. People who have this misplaced energy, you have to leave them to God. Because the second that you try to get off your path and help these people, this was gonna happen. You're gonna become distracted. You're not gonna be focused on what he needs you to do because you're so wrapped up in trying to save the next man. When a person don't even want to be saved, didn't I tell y'all, you can't save a brother that don't want to be saved? A lot of things you have to leave to God. And then you wondering why, when you picking up people's baggage and you trying to pick up people's burdens, why things start slowing down in your life? Why things start messing up in your life? Because you're trying to handle a task and take on a project that God didn't intend for you to take on and handle. If he didn't instruct you and guide you to do that, why are you taking it on? Y'all ain't ready for it. I keep telling y'all all the time, man. I tell y'all all the time. I'm going to come with that real. I don't do it how everybody else do it. I don't sit up here and be, TT, I just got the, No, I don't do that. I don't do that. A lot of y'all try to skip and shortcut the healing process. When you have a wound, right? When you have an injury, what's the first thing that you got to do before you close up that wound and you put a band-aid on it? What's the first thing that you got to do before you put neosporin and ointment on that so you can allow it to heal? The first thing that you got to do, you got to clean the wound. Don't you got to clean that wound? That is part of the healing process. Cleaning the wound. Clean it. Cleaning up the mess. Clean it. Doing damage control. Clean it. Getting rid of people who don't need to be in your life. Clean it. Blocking people who never had your best interest to start with. Clean it. Allowing God to take you where he need to take you. Don't be doubtful. Be joyful. Clean it. Back up from people if they showing disinterest in you. Clean it. Block people off social media. Clean it. Delete your social media. Clean it. Stop allowing people to step foot up in your home and you can't step foot up in theirs. And you wondering why. Clean it. Stop over and extending yourself to people who don't reciprocate that energy. Cut them out your life. Block them. Move forward. Clean it. Stop trying to take shortcuts. Before you put neosporin, you got to put peroxide on that wound and clean it, baby. And when all them buds start coming up, them buds, it's cleaning out all the toxins that's in there, cleaning out the dirt. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for it, man. This message came to me just as clear as day. You got to put peroxide on that wound, man. Why you think you got to put peroxide on that wound? Why you think that stuff start buzzing up and it burn? You got to burn. You got to hurt. Go through that pain before you can heal. You You got to allow that peroxide to work through that thing and clean up and take out what need to be taken out. Then you wipe it off. Then you proceed to put that Neosporin on there. You put that ointment on there. That's going to allow it to form, for a scab to form. Now, the scab is also part of your healing process, right? Because that scab is going to cover the actual wound. So then piece by piece, when that scab start falling off, your skin can start to come back. Now, what that scab is? The scab is you backing up from it all and you being in this shell, this spiritual shell, if you will. While you in this spiritual shell, you taking the time to heal, baby. You taking the time to self-reflect. You taking the time to understand that God don't make no mistakes. And there's a reason for every season that you go through. When you was a child, you did childlike things. Once you transition into being an adult, you left those childlike tendencies and mannerisms behind. You didn't bring them with you. So while you in this spiritual shell, you're reflecting, you're healing. You're in the transitioning process. When that scab starts peeling off, now you can allow the skin to start to come back. You can't skip no parts of that healing process. But see, the people who you were around, they didn't understand that. As long as you were on their turf, answering by their rules, doing what they say do, being there for their every beck and call, they still didn't respect you. Still couldn't see your worth. Still didn't understand the value that you added to their life. God sat high and looked low. You wonder why everything that you touch is being blessed? Think about all the haters and the naysayers and the jealous people and the envious people, baby. You don't know how bad they talked about you behind your back, do you? You don't know how hard they went to try to rally up the troops to go against you and get others who, baby, didn't even know you to try to go against you. You don't know how bad these people went against you, now do you? You don't know how fake these friends were when you weren't around. You don't know how treacherous and two-timing these lovers were behind your back. These family members were behind your back. These community members were behind your back. These people who you work with, these people who you was in business with. You would never know how bad it was and what occurred behind your back, but look at what God is doing for you in front of your face. Look at the blessings that he's bringing to you. And he's telling these people, man, you got all this misplaced energy and you want to hate the receiver who's on the receiving end of these blessings, but you won't direct that hate and that jealousy towards the giver, the person who bestowed these blessings upon this person. You know why? Because you know better. They won't try God like that. They won't try God like that. Thank you, Shamika, baby, for that donation, baby. I appreciate that. I love you. They won't dare get down on their knees and say, God, how dare you bless this person? How dare you bring this to this person? But they'll sit up here and have this misplaced energy towards you because you was on the receiving end. You didn't have no control over what God had for you, over the path that he intended for you to be on. All you did was when God provided you an exit, when God provided that door of opportunity for you and he opened it and he said, are you going to walk with me? Are you going to trust in me? Are you going to walk through this door? And you looked around at your situation and you knew you couldn't go back. You knew you couldn't stay where you were, baby. And you chose to walk through that door. Every level that God took you to, you kept saying, God, I don't know what to do with this. I ain't meant for this. What I'm going to do when I get here? God say, move. Don't question me. Just move. Don't doubt me. Just move. Learn as you go along, but keep moving forward. Learn as you go along, but keep walking forward. Learn as you're moving forward. Learn as you go along, but keep running, keep walking, keep crawling. But whatever you do, keep moving forward and keep walking through these doors that I open for you. People will never understand how you got to the level that you got to because they trying to figure it out. They trying to do it themselves. But see, the thing is, you was never in competition with nobody else. You was never trying to figure out how you can one up a person, how you can be better than the next man. You was trying to figure out how you could be better than yourself, but be better than who you were yesterday. You was in constant competition with yourself, no one else. Even though these people who was at this level, right? They thought this was as good as it was going to get because they was ruling things. I tell you, let people do whatever they feel like they big and bad enough to do. But as soon as God took you up, rose you up, and dusted you off and started opening up this, I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all ain't ready for it. He was opening up doors, getting you to levels that people can only wish that they reach in their lifetime. This was a miracle. Thank you, Yolanda, baby. I appreciate that. I appreciate that donation. I'm talking about the doors he was opening for you, man. Oh my God. It was literally a miracle. The doors of opportunity for jobs, the doors of opportunity for home ownership, entrepreneurship. And he kept opening up them doors. As soon as you kept walking through one, you thought, oh, things good here. Boom, boom, boom. God say, this ain't as good as it get. I'm about to take you to another level. You say, oh, it's good here. Oh, I'm liking this money. I'm liking this stability. God say, I ain't through yet. I'm about to take you to another level. This ain't good as it get. I got more for you. Thank you, blessed and chosen, baby. I appreciate that donation. You got to that level. You said, oh, God, what you trying to do? God, what you trying to do? Oh, I'm liking this here. I'm liking this. I get to pop champagne. I'm going shopping for some new clothes. I'm going shopping for my babies. My babies can get new clothes. They all got their own room. You said, God said, this ain't as good as it get. I got more for you. He opened up another door for you. You walk right on through. At this point, you like, listen, I'm trying to time the next time God gonna come with another door. Y'all started getting to the point, listen, I'm trying to time when God gonna come through with another door. Because you know, every time he come and you say, oh, God, he said, this ain't good as it get. I got more for you. I got more for you. I got more. And all you had to do was keep pressing forward. All you had to do was keep moving forward. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for that donation. See, the thing is about misplaced energy, you can't hate on a person who was criticized, ostracized, alienated, roped off, rejected, bullied. Then see this person get elevated and taken to new heights of their life and sit up here and want to be jealous and envious of that person. God has no respect of persons of who he chooses to bless. Everyone can receive a blessing if they choose to operate out of their higher selves, if they choose to do the work, if they choose to step through the door of opportunity. You got a lot of people who was provided that opportunity to step through the door and they was fearful. They was provided that door of opportunity and they said, I don't want to leave or stop living the life that I've been living to embark on this new journey with you. I don't know how it's going to end. They doubted God. They so foolishly doubted God. But then as soon as you chose to be the risk taker and you stepped through that door and then you got to the end of the road and God said, you know what, just because you took a chance on me, I'm about to take big chances on you. I'm about to open up so many doors of opportunities, it's going to make your head spin. Doors of opportunity that you may feel like you're not even worthy for. You may not even feel like you qualified for. But I'm about to open it up for you because you took a chance on me and I'm about to take a chance on you. People may have told you that you was a misfit, but they ain't understand God rolled with the misfits. He led the misfits. He's a leader of the misfits. The best thing that you had rolling and rocking for you was the fact that you had a spiritual advantage with that man being on your side. People may have had the home court advantage. You may at one point in time been rocking and rolling on their turf, but no more. No more. No more. God blessed you with your own court. People be just if they had a chance to just scratch your surface. Some people can't even reach it just to scratch your level that you on. They so low and beneath you. But you was humble with it. You was gracious with it. Because you understood you never would have made it had it not been for that man on your side. Get these likes up in this live, man. Act like you know what's up. Act like you know who came through for you. Act like you know who had your back. Act like you know who was rooting for you. They can't look down at you no more. They can't look down at you no more. And some of them can't take it. Thank you, Amber baby. Thank you for that donation, beautiful. I appreciate it. They can't look down their nose at you because God rose you up. And he's just going to continuously rise you up. And no matter how hard they try to one-up you, sabotage you, God going to come through and make them look like a fool. He going to come through, keep coming through for you and making them look like a fool because they not doing it from a place of passion. They not doing it from a place of integrity. They doing it because they can't take the fact that the same person who they put their mouth on, the same person who they bullied, the same person who they backed up from, same person who they's out here being fake with, is not the one who surpassed them in so many levels of their life. The same person who went up here, and while they thought they was ahead of you, God came through and thrust you forward God's speed. These people thought they was ahead of you, thought they was big and bad enough to look down their nose at you at one point in time. They didn't understand you had the spiritual advantage. They don't understand how this thing works. No matter how far in life you think that you are, never get too cocky to the point where you think God can't knock you down a peg or two when you're not doing right and acting in good faith. That's the lesson that God trying to teach people. You better be humble in the blessings that he bringing your way. Treat people as you want to be treated. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, shut it up. What you get out of going and talking about somebody behind their back? What you go out of sitting up here and backsliding and being two-faced and skiing the slope? 1 minute you want to be good, 1 minute you want to be bad. 1 minute you want to be a person friend, 1 minute you don't want around you. 1 minute you thinking highly of the person, the next minute you cutting them down behind their back. Because they think they're going to always be in these positions in life. But what they didn't understand, what they doubted, was the fact that you had this spiritual advantage because you are a chosen one, because you are a miracle baby. It didn't matter how far ahead these people were in life than you. When God came through and he said, it's time, open up the door for you. He said, are you ready? Soon as you made that choice to step through that door, he got you through you. I'm talking about you done went, these people here got boom. So they here. You way back there. God done took you and said, watch what I do. Boom. You here, they there. God say, boom. Now these people turn in a split second to see you go. Y'all ain't ready for it. They turn in a split second. I'm talking about you was flying. Now they sitting where they are still on that home court advantage, on their home court, on their turf, where they think, oh, it don't get no better than that. And now they see, oh, it do get just that much better than that. Because look at what they doing. Look at the levels that they on. Look at what they achieving in life. I want that. God say, the devil is a lie. You want that? You need to get your life in order. You want that? You need to change who you are and change how you've been treating people. Thank you, Clara, baby, for that donation. I appreciate that. You want that? You got to put in work for that. See, they thought they was putting in work. They thought they had did everything that they needed to do and was looking down at their nose at you. I tell people, man, be humble. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. These people can't take it. I'm telling you, if you ain't know, now you know. They gonna fake it till they make it because they don't want you to know. Your enemies don't want you to know how they are so jealous and envious of you, of what you achieving in your life and how far along you've came. They don't want you to know that, but they are. They are. The thing is, the best thing that you had going for you is the element of surprise. When people don't think that life gonna get better for you, when people don't think that you'll ever amount to anything, think that you'll never be nothing because of your wrongdoing, because of your shortcomings, because of your addictions, because of the detours you had in life, the best thing that you could have had working for you was being quiet and being a work in progress and ducked off from everybody while you was working on yourself. The element of surprise. Thank you, Masonic Baby. Thank you, Silly Billy, for that donation. I appreciate you. Did I get the... Oh, that's you. Yes, Masani Baby. I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate you so much. I got it. See, it's the element of surprise. See, God was trying to see how these people will act if they perceive themselves, or if at one point in time they probably was living life better than you, looking better than you. These people didn't know how to treat you. Some people don't know how to act in a position of power. But God don't make no mistakes. He blessed the misfit that everyone had counted on failing. He blessed the misfit that everyone looked down on. He blessed the misfit that everyone laughed at all their life. He blessed the misfit that people didn't want to be real with. He blessed the misfit who didn't have people that was real, keeping it real with him. He blessed the misfit who had people around him supporting him. He blessed the misfit who went without. He blessed the misfit who did more with less. That's what they can't fathom. How did you do more with the little bit that you had? How? Where? How could it be? Spiritual advantage. The second that people start getting how things work and how spiritual this thing is, the better off they'll be. The better off people can work on themselves and stop having misplaced energy, the better off they'll be. The second that people can start working on themselves and stop being fake, stop being phony, stop being judgmental, stop being gossipers, the better off they'll be. But as for you, you're going to keep being blessed. That's all you need to worry about. The only thing that you need to know that you already know already is that you never would have made it had it not been for the Lord thy God on your side. Amen. You know what's up. These people, I'm telling you, that scripture didn't come to me. I kept saying, where did this, come? I said, let me go ahead and look and say, okay, so Genesis. Okay, so they intended to harm me. So what is it that you're trying to tell me? Okay, so I got to come on here then. It's time to come back on here. I don't come on here just to come on here. You won't see me putting up all. If I do, it's because I'm getting it back to back, and I got to get it out before I forget it. They intended to harm you, baby. But what they intended for them, what they intended to harm, what they intended to seek out to be your destruction, God turned it around so that you may save people's lives. You would never understand why you went through the things that you went through and how you overcame them. You know why that had to happen? People needed to see where you were at one point in time in your life when you were down, when you were struggling, when you weren't doing good, when you weren't doing right. Take it how it resonates. However you was living your life, you weren't perfect, but you never perceived yourself to be like these fakes and phonies did. You always kept it real. If somebody asks you what you did and what's the deal, you'll tell them to a certain extent. But understand, you ain't got to answer to nobody. But what I'm trying to say is, people needed to see that what God can do for his people. Seeing is believing for some people. This is why I tell you it's spiritual. When seeing is believing for some people, and God know that, you know what he'll do? He'll sit up here and take a select few of people that's going to go through some trials and tribulations in their life. And people going to see how bad that the people of the world knocked them down. How everything that they had around them was falling. How they had a fall from grace. How people talked about them. How they ain't have no friends. How they ain't have no real family. Thank you, S&M, baby, for that donation. If y'all spare some time for me today, I planned on wrapping it up 30 minutes in, but God leading me right now. And I got to just say what I got to say and get it off my chest. People had to see. You would never understand, but I'm going to make it make sense right now. You had to fall. You had to make mistakes. And at one point in time in your life, may not have been on the right track. So maybe at one point in time, you was wayward, you was fast, you was beating the block, you was in the streets, right? You was doing whatever it is you was doing. You was doing whatever you was doing. Whatever you was a part of, it was nothing that was right. It was nothing that was holy. But I did not tell y'all God is a leader of the misfits. So I'm about to get to it right now and make it make sense. Whereas people thought, oh, well, I'm up in church every Sunday and my daughter is a virgin. She saved herself till marriage. And well, my son, he went off and I trust him to go off to college because you know why? He make just all the good decisions and I ain't got to worry about, he ain't never messed up. He don't never give me no problems. He ain't no bad child. Everything that people were saying about you, everything that people said and put their mouth on you and said, oh, this the reason why they ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna be able to graduate. They ain't gonna be able to do that. They know how to do that. They didn't think you knew how to do anything. Didn't think that you had the sense God gave you. But see, all that worked around. I'm about to get to it. What it say? Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. You intended to harm me, did you not? All that gossiping, all that talking, all that work you put into trying to exploit me, trying to expose me as if you thought I was trying to hide something. All that work you put into and that energy trying to go against me, to harm me, when all you had to do was do right by me and be with me and stick by me and support me. You chose to do the complete opposite. And now God turned everything that you sought out and that you intended to harm me. You wanted me to self-destruct. You wanted me to be in self-doubt. You wanted me to worry. You wanted me to hate myself. You wanted me to be in this drunken stupor. You wanted me to be disappointed. You wanted me to be depressed. You wanted me to be so down and out that I would not be focused on what it is that God wanted me to move forward to. You wanted me to be so down and out. So when God presented this opportunity to me, I would be so doubtful of myself. I would not want to move forward to what God had for me. But the devil is a lie, because what God for what they intended to destruct, what they intended to harm you, to sabotage you, God turned around. God turned it all around and made it work for you and made it work in your favor so that you may save people's lives. And when he came to you and he opened up this door of opportunity for you, you say, God, I'm not worthy. Look at all the things that I've done. Look at how silly I was. Look at how I didn't look and pay attention to the red flags. I allowed people to use me, take advantage of me. I kept running back to these people. I didn't love myself. I kept begging people to be my friend. I kept trying to prove something to family. When at the end of the day, family will never accept you because of how family perceive themselves. When people don't love themselves and they don't have a sense of self, how can they respect you? How can they love you from a good place in their heart? They can't do it. It got nothing to do with you. It got everything to do with these people. What they intended to be, what they intended to use against you, to harm you. God opened up that door and say, but I still love you. I've always loved you. I've always been proud of you. I've always had blessings lined up for you. I did not take into account what these people said about you. I did not take into account the things that you did in your past, the things that you were doing in your present. I do not and did not take into account what you did when you were lost, what you did when you were in sin, what you did when you did not know yourself, what you did when you did not love yourself, what you did. I took into account that you were my child. I took into account the love I have for you. I took into account the blessings that I had lined up for you. I took into account the purpose, the anointing that I had and placed over your life. I needed you to go through this so that I can come through for you, so people can see how I bless you, so they would understand and know how all this is set up. They would have never understood who I am. They would have never believed that I was real had you not gone through the fire and allowed me to walk with you so that others may see me bring you through. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all not ready for it. They would have never believed that goodness and evil do exist, that people can fall victim into operating in low vibrational energy, operating from a dark space. Had you not gone through these things, had you not gone through the fire, had not people seen you go through that fire, had you not allowed God to walk with you so people can see him bring you through, my God, they would have never understood. They would have never believed. They would have never started to believe, to start to get into their spirituality. You were living proof. You were living proof. And now what people intended to use against you to harm you, baby, you can use that as a testimony so to tell people how God brought you through. Let me say it again. What people intended to use against you to harm you, now you can use it as a testimony and preach and testify of how God brought you through. That is why you went through what you went through. That is why at the right time, God came into your life and presented that door of opportunity for you as an exit, as a way out of your current situations, so that you have learned all that you needed to learn at that point. So when he presented himself to you and presented that opportunity for you at that given point in time, baby, you learned so many lessons and went through so many never-ending cycles and kept going back and coming forward and kept going back and going forward, not knowing if you're going and coming, kept being burnt by people. You experienced all that you needed to experience. So when he came, he said, are you ready? So now at this point in your life, you done went through what you went through, learned what you needed to learn. You say, I don't want to go back. I don't want to experience that hurt no more. Don't want to go through those betrayals no more. Don't want to learn them lessons again and again and again. But I know I don't want to stay where I am right now because everything done crashed and burnt around me. This ain't the place that I need to stay. This ain't the place that I can lay my roots. This ain't a place where I can grow. This ain't a place where I can transform. So the only out that you had was the out that God gave you. Period, point blank. People didn't understand that, but they sitting out here jealous, sitting out here being envious. He didn't have no respect of persons. You just went through what you needed to learn, went through what you needed to went through so you can learn. That's it. God don't take into account. That's the thing about God and people. People like to run their mouth and then create an audience of other people who gonna listen to their foolishness. Low vibrational, entertaining low vibrational, simple-minded people doing simple-minded things, liking to live a simple-minded life, trying to figure out how you do what you do. But they simple-minded. So they'll never be able to fully understand and grasp. They simple-minded. The things that they like, the people who they like to be around, feed into their negativity, feed into their toxicity, feed into their simple-mindedness, feed into their low vibrational energy. That's why you got the wicked flocking with the wicked and you got the righteous flocking with the righteous. You will never see a mix of the two. Unless God intended for you to go and seek these people out to tell them something or instruct them to get on a different path. Only if he instructs you to do it. You made it through. You made it through. He didn't have no respect to persons, man. That's what people need to get up out their head. Everybody can be presented with this opportunity. God, that's the difference. God will never take into account the simple-mindedness of people because he's operating from an elevated mind, a spiritual mindset. He already know why these people talking the way that they talking, why they moving the way that they moving, because of the anointing that you have over your life, because of the way of how he moving with you and blessing you. You can't allow how people talked about you and how they treated you to stop you from stepping into what he had for you. That's what they wanted you to do. That's what they thought you would have done. That's why this word came to me. They thought you would have forfeited your blessings and your destiny because of how bad they tried to hurt you and break your spirit. Go back on that video where I said people tried to break your spirit and then turned around and played victim. They sat up here and knew that they was moving funny towards you, knew that they was being foul, knew that they was wicked, knew that they was straight cruel, grimy. That's some kind of evil. To switch it up like that and go from treating people like that and then going around because you want to save faces. Oh no, don't. I'm the good guy. I'm the good girl. Are you? Baby, if you good, then what am I? Explain this to me like I'm a 4-year-old. If these people was good, then what am I? If these people was good, then what are you? Tell me some answers. If they were so good, they were so good, why were you hurt by their actions? Why were you set back because of their betrayals? How did you embark on your spiritual journey if everything that these people did were good? You ain't ready for it. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, I don't do this how everybody do this. I tell y'all, don't call me no preacher now. Thank you, Chantel, baby. I appreciate you. Don't call me no preacher now because you got to live and let live. So don't call me no preacher now. But I come on here, and when I'm led to come on here, I come on here and I tell y'all what it is, and I tell you what it ain't. If these people were so good, why did it push you on your spiritual journey? Anything that pushes you on your spiritual journey is a very uncomfortable place that you was in. Uncomfortable, and however it was uncomfortable, it was uncomfortable. It was hurtful. So if these people were so good, oh nah, man, I ain't do that, man. They lying, man. You know me, man. No, people know who these people perceive themselves. People know them by how they perceive themselves to be, right? People know what these people show them. They don't even understand. They could put on one mask and then put on another. It ain't rocket science. I keep trying to tell you, man. Some people, it just as simple-minded as these. Whoever could listen, whoever was wanted to listen about some mess about you, they listen. Simple-minded people hang around other simple-minded people, discussing simple-minded things, not going nowhere because they choose to live a simple-minded life. Mad and got misplaced energy because you choose to live an elevated life, not no stuck life, an elevated life. You know why people like to be stuck? You know why people like to bring up the past? Because I keep trying to tell you, when you was doing wrong, when you weren't living right, when you weren't on your journey of what you was on right now, and you was on their turf, they was better. They was righteous. They was on the up and up. That's why people like to bring up the past, in case you didn't know. Because at that particular time in your life, before God elevated you, they was better. They was on the up and up. But now these people can't even begin to scratch the surface. Look, can you see my hand? Can y'all see my hand? You can't see my hand. Can y'all see my hand? You can't see my hand, right? You can't see my hand, can you? Now, if I come back down here, you can see my hand, right? You can see my hand. You can see my hand now. Y'all can see my hand. You see it now. This is where you were. This is where they wanted you to stay. Because as long as you was here, they could reach that level. They could get on that level. They could come on that level and try to do and be better than you, look better than you, do better than you, get better than you. But God said the devil is a lie. Shoot! You can't see my hand no more, can you? But they still here. So now instead of looking down, they got to look up. And they can't stand it. And they trying to get up there and they can't even scratch it. They can't even reach it. You can't see my hand. If it was here, you could see you can't even see my hand. So they can't even reach to scratch the surface of the levels that God has brought you to. And they can't stand that. Because they sought out to destroy you. They sought out to harm you. And God elevated you. Because you had the element of surprise. You had the spiritual advantage. While they had the home court advantage. And that's all they'll ever be able to have. That's their glory moments for them. That's why they bring it up. Yeah, man, you remember, man, when I had that, man? Yeah, man, you remember when, they was doing this, man? They won't talk about the good that you're doing right now because they can't do it. Some people, I keep telling you, man, get up out your head. Some people will know that they missed out on the best thing. And the biggest regret that these people will have is the fact that they lost a sister in you. They'll never tell people that. They knew what they had in you, but for whatever they was fighting, whatever they was battling with, they couldn't do right. They wanted to go and talk about you because they wanted to be the perfect ones. They wanted to be the good ones all the time. They wanted to be the ones that everybody looked at as being in a good light, always on the up and up, always good. You can't find no wrong about them. But behind closed doors, people got to face the music. They got to face the truth. Even though they may not say around other people, even though they may never give you your just due or give you credit around the very same people that they spoke foul on you to, they know that when the lights turn out and them friends or whoever it is not around them and they by themselves, and they got time to think and self-reflect, they're going to think and they're going to say, dang, man, I missed out on a real one. See, in this world, everybody prides themselves in being fake. Everybody want to live a fast lifestyle. Everybody want to show off what they got. Everybody's going to be lovers of themselves. Everybody's going to be so focused and caught up in the materialistic, caught up in the 3D, caught up in the physical. The thing is, you're not like that. The thing is, the reason why you're not like that is because you don't take pride in being fake. Real, recognize real. S&M, you on a roll today, baby. Thank you so much for that donation. Real recognizes real. And at the end of the day, even though these people are going to be kicking themselves because they know they was fake when they should have been real towards you, they know they missed out on a real sister in you. They'll never find nobody like you that put up with their foolishness for so long, hoping and praying that they would just do right by you. Some of y'all knew that these people were sneaky. You knew and you felt it, and God was trying to tell you. But you didn't want to give up on these people until you had no choice. Everything that was around you had crashed and burned, and what was behind you was no longer serving you. I'm going to say it again. Everything that was surrounding around you had crashed and burned. Everything that was behind you was no longer serving you. So at the point that God presented this exit of opportunity for you, it was the right time. And he knew that when he came through, you was going to go through that door. No second thoughts about it. You was just going to move. If he had presented that door of opportunity just a second earlier, you probably would have, oh no, I don't know, God, I ain't ready yet. But at the time that he came, you was ready. That's why you will never understand. I keep telling you, God don't make no mistakes. Yeah, you was struggling when you was crying out and he didn't come. But in the time that he came and he presented that door of opportunity, you didn't second guess it. You didn't doubt it. You wasn't fearful. You moved through that door. And these people are going to be sitting back. They ain't going to tell you, but mark my words. They're going to be somewhere and they're going to think. And they're going to think. And then they're going to do some more thinking. And they're going to think. And then they're going to do some more thinking. See, a person can be fake around other people, but you can't be fake with yourself now, can you? That's some real mental instability right there. You being fake with yourself. You know what you did, but you going to lie to yourself? Some people, they can do it, but for so long, trying to escape the guilt, trying to escape the shame, until God forced them and sit them down and make them face what it is that they did towards people. And then they're going to sit there and going to say, dang, I missed out on a real sister because I was too busy trying to be fake. I was too busy trying to be slimy and two-faced and grimy and sneaky when I didn't have to be. I missed out on a real brother. I missed out on being a mother to my child, being a father to my child. I missed out, man. I missed out on my friend. I missed my friend. I don't know why I'm saying this. Some people missing y'all. Y'all done once you chose to step through that door, man, and God closed that door, you didn't open that door back up no more. You're not going to open that door back up no more. You tried for as long as you could with the people, and the people couldn't get it right. But you understood that you never would have made it had it not been for God. Had it not been for God giving you an exit. Had it not been for God giving you a second chance. Had it not been for God instructing you on what to do to guide you towards your blessings, guide you on your path, guide you to destiny, guide you to fulfill your purpose. I miss my friend. I miss her. I did everything with her. But she burnt me. The second she chose to talk behind my back. And she did it numerous times and thought I didn't know. Talked about me to her mother. talked about me to lovers who didn't even know me. This how sick it is. They'll talk about you to people who don't even know you. What pleasure and fulfillment do they get out of that? Out of people laughing at you and judging you so that they feel good about themselves, that don't nobody perceive them in the same light that they perceive you, but they ain't understand. A lot of these people who was talking about you was doing some of the same things you was doing, worse. But people will never know. Some of your people that you cut off miss you. And mark my words, they're going to sit and they're going to say, I missed out on the real one because I was too busy trying to be fake. I missed out on the real one because I was too busy trying to be fake. I missed out on the real one because I was too busy trying to be fake. I missed out on the real one. It ain't funny no more. I don't want to talk about it no more. That's how they're going to start telling. I don't want to talk about it no more. Don't bring their name up because they hurt and because they know that they ain't got nobody else to blame but themselves. God brought you through. He delivered you. He'd already turned everything around, turned the negative to a positive. What they intended to harm you, God turned around and he favored you. He delivered you. He blessed you. You probably wasn't ready for the levels that he was taking you on, but you ain't doubt that man. You said, you know what? I'm going to keep walking. I know that if you brought me to this level, you didn't bring me this far to leave me now. You didn't bring me this far to forsake me now. You didn't bring me this far to see me fail. He said, lean on me. Lean on me. And he ain't let you fall because you leaned on him. He told you, lean on me. Lay them burdens down. Lean on me. Let that friend go. Lean on me. Let that man go. Lean on me. Let that woman go. Lean on me. Cut them family ties. Lean on me. Let that husband go. Lean on me. Let that wife go. Lean on me. Let that job go. Lean on me. Let that car go. Lean on me. I don't know what your situation is. Let them old habits go. Let them old ways of being go. Lean on me. Because I won't let you fall if you just lean on me. I won't let you fall if you just lean on me. I won't let you fall if you just walk through this door and trust in me. I won't let you fail if you just walk through this door and trust in me. I won't let your enemies have their way with you if you just lean on me. I won't let people have their way with you if you just lean on me. I won't let no one hurt you again and betray you if you just lean on me. I'm going to bring real people in your life if you just wait on me. Y'all ain't ready for it. Some of y'all, all y'all had to do was just leave it all behind and lean on that man and just trust. Sometimes it's hard for people to do that. And that's why people miss out on their blessing. Because they don't have enough faith. They may claim that they do, but didn't I tell you got a whole lot of spiritual people that claim to be of him but blowing that smoke? Y'all didn't understand what I meant by that message. It's easy to rock a Jesus piece. It's easy to carry around the Bible with you. It's easy to know that Bible inside and out and know where to find the scripture. It's easy to hit church every Sunday, choir practice every Saturday, missionary work Monday through Friday. But your soul, is it right? Your heart, is it right? Your mind, is it right? Your life, is it in alignment with what you're doing and what you're showing people? God said, lean on me. Let it go, lean on me. Cry it out, but lay them burdens down at my feet. Cry it out, but don't go back. Lean on me. I won't let you fall. I won't let you fall. Lean on me. And you understood you never would have made it had it not been for him. You know where you were. You knew how bad it was. You knew how people treated you. You knew you didn't have nobody to depend on. All you had was him. So when he showed up in your life and gave you an exit and gave you a way out, it didn't take you long for you to make a decision and say, you know what? I'm going to lean on you. I'm going to trust in you. I'm going to put my faith in you. You wouldn't have came to me in this manner if things weren't going to get good for me. You wouldn't have came to me if you didn't have blessings lined up for me. You wouldn't have came to me if you ain't have intentions to turn my life around and my situation around. You wouldn't have came to me if you weren't going to come through on what you said that you was going to come through on. You wouldn't have came to me if you weren't planning on doing what you said you would do. What you promised me you would do. You wouldn't have came if you didn't love me. You didn't came. You wouldn't have came if you didn't have mercy on me. If you didn't want to show me mercy. You would not have come to me if you did not intend on blessing me. So when God came to you, you knew he came with the intent to bless you. And you were in a place where you was ready to receive them blessings. You were in a place where you was ready to lay them burdens down. You was ready to cut some people off. You say, I want what God has for me. I'm tired. My soul is tired. I can't take it no more. People gonna say what they want to say. They're gonna think what they want to think. They're gonna move how they want to move. But as for me, I just want what you got for me. And now that you've shown up in my life, I know that you're ready to bless me. So I'm gonna walk through this door. I'm gonna take this exit out of my situation. I'm gonna take this new beginning. I'm gonna take this opportunity. And I'm gonna step through this door. And I'm gonna walk with you. And I'm gonna talk with you. And I'm gonna get down on my knees when I don't understand things and things get tough, because I know that the going gonna get tough on this road with you, but I know that you with me. Thank you, S&M, baby. So when the things get tough, I'm gonna step through this door. But when the going get tough, I'm gonna get down on my knees and I'm gonna say, God, please show me the way. Don't let my enemies have their way with me. I'm gonna cry out to you. I'm gonna pray to you because I know you right there walking with me. I know you're gonna give me the answers that I seek. You're gonna answer the questions that I ask. You're gonna guide me on the path that I need to take. You're going to place me in the situations that I need to be in. You're going to bring the right people in my life that's going to love me, that's going to respect me, that's going to cherish me. Because you said that all I needed to do was lean on you, trust in you, and you was going to have my back. So I'm going to walk through this door because I know that you're going to take me and you're going to raise me up. I know it's blessings on this path. It's redemption on this path. It's love on this path. It's success on this path. It's peace. Peace. It's peace. I can see the light on this path. I ain't in darkness no more. I'm going to walk through this door. I'm going to walk through every door that you open up for me. Because I know you'll never forsake me. I know you'll never leave me. I know you won't let my enemies have their way with me. I trust in you. I love you. My faith is in you. So I'm going to walk through this door. I'm going to give y'all a minute before I close it off. I'm going to give y'all a minute. For those of you who know me, I don't get on here and cry like that. God is moving through this message. It's a reason behind this message. I'm going to give y'all a minute. I'm going to give y'all a minute. Thank you, blessed up by the Lord. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you, God. Ooh. Thank you, God. I'm going to give y'all a minute. Welcome, Aaron. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Aaron. I love you. So, shaking right now. God is moving through this message. Y'all may not believe me, but I'm telling you, God is moving through this message. I gotta keep taking breaths. I'm shaking. Good night, Shamika. So now I just want to say before I close this off, because I'm shaking real bad. Thank you, S&M. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. You on a roll today. Thank you so, so, so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, Chaplain. Thank you. You went through the door, and that's all that you needed to do. And so now that God has brought you through, you look back over everything that you went through, every obstacle that He helped you overcome. You looked over everything and how He helped you get through. And you realize you never would have made it had it not been for God on your side. Thank you, Misha, baby. I love you. You realize it now. And now you're stronger. Oh, I'm shaking bad. And now you're wiser. You're better. Much better. You made it. You walked through that door and you made it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Aaron. Thank you so, so much, Aaron. I love you. I love you, King. Be blessed. You walked through that door. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you, Queenie. I love you so, so much for that. God bless you. God bless you to everyone who's making donations and sowing a seed into my ministry. I'll never ask you to do that. I leave it up to you guys to do what you feel led to do. These messages are free. You know, to be part of this ministry, to be part of this family, all you have to do is just make a choice. Thank you so much, Angela, baby. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much, Gert. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I love you. To be a part of the JC game. Y'all know when I first came up with that name, I said, some people, I might get some backlash because of the gang. But what I meant by gang is we're a family. Gangs stick it out. They really do. When you look at it, they really do. Thank you, Yolanda, baby. I appreciate you. So I said, you know what, God, you want me to step into this? Let me add my own spin to it. And instead of JC family, let me call us the JC gang. And y'all been rolling with me ever since. Y'all understood without a name, without all this getting up here and doing all this stuff. I don't take messages from other people that I see how people be doing. The reason why y'all roll with me is because every time I come on here, it's authentic, it's real. And I am led to say what it is that I'm saying. That's why I'm shaking, and I never shook like this before. Never cried on a live. But it needed to be said. It needed to be said why you encountered these people, what level they were on, the level that God took you to because you had the spiritual advantage. And the reason why you being blessed and you made it and you winning out is because you chose to take and step through that door that exit that he granted to you. You was in a place, in a position to step through. And you leaned on him and you let him carry you through. What's understood don't need to be explained. So before I close it off, I want to tell y'all, some of y'all survived some of the worst moments and times of your life. No one was there to pick you up. No one was there to tell you how to get through. But you didn't lower yourself to these people's levels when they was trying to come after you, when they was trying to defame you, when they betrayed you. You chose to let God elevate you. You chose to step into what he had for you. Thank you, Andrew, baby, for that donation. And because of that, you are blessed. You shall be blessed. You will always be blessed because you have the spiritual advantage. There is no special sauce. It ain't no mess that you done cooked up. It ain't no special ingredient. Prayer, belief, faith, and having God on your side. That's what got you here. That's what carried you through. Thank you, Clara, baby. Thank you, King, baby. I appreciate you. That's who got you here in your life. That's who kept you in your right mind when everything around you was going wrong and people wanted you to self-destruct so they could have something to laugh at. You were surrounded around devils and didn't even know it. I tell you all the time, the devil can get to people who aren't spiritually connected and strong as you. And it's so easy to hearken unto an evil voice that's telling you, do this, talk about this person, do this. It's a energy that they're choosing to operate in because of who's leading them or who they are allowing to lead them. You get me what I'm saying? People will never break it down to you like that, especially people who don't believe. But when you see how evil people can be, you understand that they ain't nothing of God. So who is it from? And who they listening to? And who they allowing to use them so that they operating out of that energy? It ain't nothing good. It ain't nothing holy. It ain't nothing righteous. And you know that. So everything that is the opposite of that is demonic, is dark, is evil. Thank you, Clara, baby. You on the road today. Thank you, love. I appreciate you, Queen. And that's what was using these people to go against you, because the devil needed to break you so that when God presented this opportunity to you, you wouldn't be strong enough or wise enough or capable to step into the door. If he got to you how he needed to get to you, you wouldn't have stepped through that door. But God. But God. But God. And you step through that door. Because the whole time, even though God didn't come through when you wanted him to come through, he had his hand over you, protecting you, not allowing the devil to get to you how he wanted to get to you. You will never understand that. But even before God truly started to come in and bless you, he was blessing you. He was blessing you with your life because people was trying to take you out. Wanted you to self-destruct, wanted you to give up. But God, he blessed you with favor. Because even in the midst of you struggling, you still had a means to sustain. You still had a means to go on and carry yourself through the drought, through the desert. He blessed you with protection because even in the midst of you going through your lows, you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't try to take care of situations in the wrong manner. Your enemies didn't have their way with you. The devil didn't have his way with you, even though you were delayed. Even though whatever it is that they was doing to a certain extent was blocking your blessings and blocking your forward movement. But there was a reason why God allowed that to happen in that moment and allowed you to be in this stuck place, because there was lessons you needed to learn. The devil never really had his way with you like he thought he did. All that mess that they was doing wasn't really working how they thought it was working. It was only there, and you was only there in that moment because God wanted you to be there for that time frame. As soon as God say, no, you don't have no way or no say so over where my child go and how many and how much I bless them and where they end up in life, I do. Oh, you thought that what you was doing was going to work? You thought you was going to keep them behind forever? You thought you was going to see them in the grave? Huh? You out your mind. It only worked because I allowed it to work at that given point in time. Now it's time for them to be elevated. Now it's time for them to be blessed. And when God said you ready, you had all these devils shooketh. You had them shook. Peed they pants. Heads was scratched. Doors was slammed. Plans was stopped. Hello, sister. The enemy now is in that same place that they tried to keep you in. Only difference is they gonna be there for a while. You was never meant to be there. Only there for that given point in time so you could learn what you needed to learn and elevate. So when God came through and opened up that door, you walked through that door and you leaned on him. So I need you to understand, stop looking at what happened to you. Stop looking at how it happened, when it happened, who did it, who was behind it, who shot John. Because at the end of the day, all of that worked in your favor. You learned things and was exposed to things spiritually that you would have not known before and that you were not exposed to before. You got to start looking at the bigger picture. If no one has told you, I'm telling you now. Thank you, Sophia, baby. I love you. Ain't nobody sponsoring me. I'm not no televangelist. I ain't doing this for no fame. I really went through some hell. And in the midst of me going through that hell, I had God on my side and some gifts I was able to tap into. People trying to figure out why all of a sudden you cut them off. You was led to cut them off. They weren't sneaky as they thought. They weren't sneaky as they thought. So all them non-believers, they about to start being believers now, because see, when a person is going against you and they think that you don't know, and let me tell you something, had you not tapped in, had you not gone through what you went through in your spiritual transformation, you would have never tapped, some of y'all would have never tapped into your spiritual gifts of discernment, of insight. It was increased when you went through what you went through. You didn't even understand. These people didn't even understand. They broke you only to see you get. They burnt you only to see you. They sabotaged you and destroyed a good thing that they could have had with you, only for them to be set back, but to watch you. Seeing is believing. So I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna let you figure it out. Went behind your back, had all that mess to say. Not even knowing and giving people a chance to make mistakes so they could turn their life around because they so perfect, right? They in a position to judge, right? Ignorance and stupidity. Only to sit back and watch you. Thank you, Deanna, baby. I love you. Collaborate with other people to go against you, only for all them fools to be knocked down and set back and watch you. Yeah, I'm coming with it tonight. I'm coming with it tonight. Because whoever need to listen to this, you need to understand and you need to get out your head. That's right. Elevate. Collaborated with people. The God said, I don't pity the fool. I don't pity the fool. All y'all was some fools. I don't pity the fool, but I'm about to show you what I do with them, though. I'm about to show you what I do with a fool when they want to act like a fool. I'm about to show you what I do with the ignorant when they want to be ignorant. I'm about to show you what I do with the stupid people when they want to be stupid. I'm about to show you what I do with the evil when they want to be evil. I'm about to show you what I do with the gossipers since they want to gossip so much. If God paid these people, man, I'm trying to tell you something. If God came through and said, look, I got a door of opportunity for you. All you got to do is just stop gossiping and running your mouth about other people's business. Do you not understand that these people so simple-minded and low vibration? It's a life without gossiping. Oh God, I just don't know if I can do it. What a fool. A life without knowing people business so I can go spread their business and then act fake so I can get their business and tell them somebody else's business and then go run their business through the street. Oh, ooh. I just don't know if I can do it, Lord. I just don't know if I can will myself to keep my mouth shut for that long. What a fool. A plump fool. God can come and give them a new opportunity. This is what I'm saying, but they hate on you because you chose to leave all that behind and you chose to step into what he had for you. But God came to all these people too. The thing is, they didn't want to stop. They didn't want to leave those old characteristics behind. So you mean to tell me as soon as I walk through this door, I'm going to get a new house? God say eventually, yeah, you do what I tell you to do. So you mean to tell me, I'm going to break generational curses and create generational wealth for myself? Yeah, if you do what I tell you to do. Oh, so hold on, God. So you mean to tell me you going to take me out this little holy house? I got rats coming all through everywhere, roaches crawling all around the table, flying all around through the roof. You gonna tell me, God, you gonna bless me with a new house? All I gotta stop doing is gossiping? God said, yeah, eventually if you do what I tell you to do. Oh, let me think about it, Lord. Hold on now. I've been doing this for a hot minute. Hold on just a second. Now, Hold on. I be talking about summer family. Why is you bringing this blessing to me, Lord? You know I was just talking about my cousin last week. How they just got out of jail and went back in jail. They asked me to pay their bill. I had the money, but you know what I'm saying? I had to get my nails did. But I sure gossiped about it, though. I sure gossiped about it. I would have never knew it if they ain't asked me for the bail now. But they did ask me to pay that bail, Lord. I did have the money, but you know, my nails, they needed to get did. Oh, I don't know, Lord. Hold on, Lord. That's Kayla calling me right now. Hold on. What you said, girl? She did what? With who? Oh, girl, you need to tell me this. Hold on. I got God on the other line, girl. He trying to bring me opportunity. But hold on, I need to hear about this here. What you said? She was messing with Bill. Had a three. What? Oh, he be paying her. I did see her the other day roll around in the Benz, girl. I knew it, girl. Cause just last week she was in a Toyota. And I seen her pull up in the Benz. I said, how she pull up in the Benz this week? Last week she was in a Toyota, girl. So you talk about the person who she had the threesome with, the bald boy, and the other one. Oh, they best friends. Girl, I just threw my pen over the table, girl. Girl, hold on. My pen just flew over this table. Hold on. Girl, hold a second. Thank you, Tiara, baby. Thank you, Tiara, baby. I'm about to go through it tonight. Hold on a second, girl. Hold on. My pen just flew across it. So you said, hold on a second. So, oh, hold on. So he bought her that townhouse she in too? Girl, oh, I need to go ahead and get me in a girl, but you know I'm trying to be saved it though. I'm trying to be saved it. I can't be around here having threesome like what she doing, child. She got sponsors. Hold on, so you said she got about 6 sponsors? But the people who you just told me, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, so she got 5 of them, girl? God dang, girl, she's just on the road today. Hold on, girl, that's Wanda calling me. Oh, you say you don't talk to Wanda no more? Well, girl, that's you. I still talk to Wanda. Hold on, let me see what Wanda about. I'm about to tell you in a second, girl. Hold on. Hold on. You want to be on the line while I call Wanda? Just you got to be quiet though, so Wanda don't know that you on the line. All right, girl. Now listen now, because you act stupid. All right, be quiet. Listen. Girl, hey Wanda, girl. You know I was waiting for you all day, girl. Hold on. Wanda. Girl, you know I be missing you, girl. You know I ain't got no other friends. You know you my only friend, right? Girl, you know that, girl. You know we sisters for life. Girl, you is like my friend. Like you ain't no friend. You is family, girl. Thank you, Lady Reed. Thank you, baby. I hope I'm resonating with somebody today. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, hold on. Girl, you know you my only friend. Girl, you know I don't tell your business, girl. Girl, you know don't nobody know your business, girl. I keep telling you, I say whatever you tell me, it stay with me. Just like I trust you, I hope you don't tell my business. Do you wonder? Oh, no, girl, I don't tell your business, girl. Yeah. So what's going on, Wanda, girl? What's going on? My pen just flew across the table today. You know what I'm saying? God on the other line, so I'm gonna need you to wrap this up because God trying to offer me an opportunity. He's trying to offer me an opportunity, girl. He talking about I gotta stop gossiping. So I'm trying to get all the gossip in, girl, before I walk through this door, honey. Ish. Gossip, you gossip? Oh, girl, no, girl. Oh, girl, listen, hold on. Girl, you know I ain't mean gossiping. I mean, he talking about something else, talk about, girl, I need to stop. You know how we be talking about people, but I don't talk about you though. But you know how we be talking about people, but I don't talk about you. Oh, okay. You don't talk about me, do you? Girl, no, what I just told you, girl, when I don't talk about you, girl. Why you think I be talking about you, girl? I'll be talking about you, Wanda. Don't be doubting me like that, girl. You know I was raised better than that. You know I was brought up in the church. You know, my mama, when she told me, when she said, listen, go up in there and sing in that choir, Wanda, you was right there with me. You knew I be getting beat at home. And my mama was like, listen, you acting confused. You either gonna get up in that choir and sing up in that choir, or when you get home, I'm gonna make you sing up in that choir. Which one you gonna do? And you was right there, Wanda. You was like, listen, girl, we gonna go up and sing up in this choir together. You ain't gotta do it long. And girl, you know, I got up in that choir and I was thinking for dear life, girl, because I knew if I got home and I ain't sing, my mama was gonna make me sing, and not in a good way. So I got up in there, girl, and we was singing, girl. We was like, God gonna move the mountain. He gonna move the tree. He gonna move me. He gonna set me free. God gonna move. Girl, Wonder Girl, you remember, girl, we was thinking about choir. Girl, I remember that, girl. Everybody was like, ooh, they got some soul. God gonna move the mountain. God gonna move the tree. God gonna move me. God gonna set me free. Ooh, girl, you know how we was thinking about God, girl, Wonder Girl. Stop playing with me and tell me what's going on. You know my soul is anchored in the Lord. You know that I am saved indeed. Okay, girl. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So you know, Bill was acting. Bill, hold on. Bill, hold on. You talked to Bill. You never told me what your man name was. His name Bill. Yeah, you know him. Oh no, girl, I don't know no Bill, girl. I thought you was for a second. I thought you were talking about the little Bill, the cartoon girl. You talking about the little Bill, little boy Bill. No, fool, I ain't talking about no little boy Bill. I'm talking about my man Bill. Oh, yeah, girl, I don't know no Bill, girl. I don't know no Bill. I thought you was talking about the cartoon. Go ahead and let it be said. Pray tell, what Bill did? Well, you know, he been acting funny. So I had went through his phone and I found out that he was talking to some girl and he done went and took money out my account and brought her a new Benz. What? Ooh. He brought her a Benz with your money? Yeah, girl, you know that's my money. I just got promoted. They gave me the partner position. And so, you know, I make over $450,000 a year. Girl, $450,000 a year. So what Bill do? Girls sit around and lay pipe. Girl, you so funny. He sit around and lay pipe, girl. Bill don't work. No, Bill don't work. Hold on. So he took money out your account, brought this girl a Benz. Hold on, girl. I ain't saying all. Okay, girl. Oh, girl, go ahead, tell it. So not only did he buy her a Benz, he done went and got her a new townhouse. Oh, girl. Shut your mouth and keep on talking, girl, because I want to hear more. Hold on. He brought her a Benz in the townhouse. Oh, Bill. Oh, girl. Bill is trying to go around and flex with your money. Hold on a second, Wanda, girl. Oh, girl, you cutting out. Wanda, can you hear me, girl? Wanda. Yeah, can you hear me? No, girl. Wanda. Hold on. Click. Now she done got back on the thing. Girl, she messing around with Wanda's man. She is messing around with Wanda's man. Hold on. I just got off the line with Wanda. Wanda done said that Wanda done got promoted to a partner, girl. You know, Wanda be making $450,000 a year. And she said that Bill be running around, all he do run around the house and lay pipe, girl. You know what that means. He, you know, pipe. That's what he do all night, pipe. So she talking about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And Bill done went round, girl, because you know they got a joint account, and went round and bought that girl a Benz in the townhouse with Wanda's money, girl. Pray tell, shut up and keep on talking. I'm gonna find out more tomorrow. But I done had God on the hold for too long, girl. I gotta get back on there and talk to God. Go ahead, girl. I'm talking to you tomorrow. Oh, yes, move the mountain. Yes, Hunter Shunnaka Wonder. Yes, girl. Yes, good night now. Oh God. Now what you were saying about this opportunity. So you saying I got to go ahead now. I had all this stuff going on now, God. And I hope you forgive me now, because you know I'ma save the deed. I'm save the deed. I'm trying to go ahead and get right. Ooh, yes, I just felt something, God. But you know, I listen, so I can't gossip ever. Like ever, God. God, you there? God, God, hold on. God, you done hung up on me. God, God, I know I ain't have you on the line for that long. Oh, hold on. I want me a house too. I'm tired of living up in this house with roaches. They flying all everywhere, God. They flew up in my ear last night. God. Oh, what a fool. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what made me go ahead and get that. Listen, I do not script this before I come on here. Now, you saw the connections, what she was doing. She had one friend she was talking to, went around, talked to another friend, went around, tried to get that friend to entrust her with her business by telling her somebody else's business. But the whole time she was telling everybody business to some of everybody. God was trying to give people an out. All they had to do was stop doing what it is that they was doing. People didn't want to stop gossiping. They didn't want to stop being two-timing. They didn't want to stop being two-faced. They didn't want to stop being fake. They didn't want to stop being judgmental. So when you have God on hold for too long because you think that you're going to still go out there and keep doing wrong, and God going to keep holding on the opportunity and waiting for you, God not operating on your time. You operating on his. I'm going to say that again. God is not operating on your time. You are operating on his. Now, she done went around and messed up on her opportunity, trying to be messy. Trying to be messy. She was brought up in the church, sung up in the choir. But what does that mean? When you detour off your path to be crooked, to be wicked. When you should have been helping out your cousin, you talking about you ain't gonna help him out because you want to get your nails done. You was around some ignorant. I'm telling you, I was around some. I don't know what made me say that or what made me reenact that thing like that. I'm trying to tell you, you was around people like that. They was stupid, they was ignorant, and they was foolish. And God don't pity the fool. He'll try to save them. He'll try to give them an exit. The same thing that he did with you. The difference is you didn't keep God on hold when he came to you. As soon as he opened up that door, you said, boom, I'm going to step through and I'm going to lean on you because you was ready. A lot of y'all didn't have all that baggage. You didn't have all of these things that you had to drop because y'all wasn't gossipers. Y'all was pure. You ain't never gossip. You ain't never judge nobody. So you ain't have to worry about that and try to think if that was something that you wanted to leave behind or did you want to move forward with what God had for you. So at the end of the day, and I'm going to leave it off with this, God came through for you. He came through for you and he turned everything around that was trying to hinder you, that was trying to block you. He turned everything around and he blessed you. And he brought you an offer. He brought you an opportunity. And you stepped through and you moved because you had the spiritual advantage. And you stepped through and you was humble. And now you're here and you're winning and you're being blessed. And you're humble with it because you understand that you never would have made it had it not been for him. Y'all was in dire straits. If God did not come through with that door, when he came through with that door, where would you have been? That's how bad it was. Never mind the people who hate on you because they don't understand the hells and the loopholes that you had to jump through before God came through with an offer for you. If people don't know your struggle and they don't know your pain, stop trying to sit up here and explain these things to people when they haven't gone through what you went through. Stop trying to think that you're going to bring people with you. Some of these people that God was trying, he was trying to bless these people so these people could get on the same journey with you. But could she leave the gossiping behind? She couldn't leave the gossiping behind. She put God on hold so she could go gossip some more and thought God was going to be there waiting for her. What a fool. And that's who you was around. You was around fools. But they sat up here and want to judge you and called you indifferent, called you stupid, called you lame, called you retarded, said you was acting childish, said you was the fool. They was the fool. And God showed everyone how big of a fool they were. Because the same opportunity that they couldn't step aside and get about their own pride and ego, the same opportunity that they couldn't take advantage of and didn't want to, was the same opportunity that God offered to you and you stepped through it. And now they can't reach you. They trying, but they can't, and probably never will. So I want you to understand that no matter how many times you got to come back on this live, no matter how many times you got to go through and listen to the messages, really take the time to listen to what it is that I'm saying. Because when I tell you that God is speaking, I mean that. I don't come on here and script things. I don't come on here and write. Listen, if it's something that I got to write down, like I wrote down that biblical scripture, if I write down certain things that come out to me, like, oh, okay, so you want me to say that they got a spiritual advantage, these people had a home court advantage. Who am I to come up with that stuff on my mind? I got a full-time job that I'm working, several different projects that I'm on right now. I'm in school full-time. I got bills to pay. I don't sit around and just have this stuff. This stuff come to me. So when it come to me, yes, I have to sit down and I have to write it out. But as far as the word, as far as the message, I don't know how that message gonna go. I let it flow. And because I let it flow, you understand who it is that's leading me to get on here and who it is that's really talking to y'all. And that's all I'm going to say. Listen to the messages. Y'all know what's real. Real recognize real. I will never come on here and tell you something that I'm not led to say. You never would have made it had it not been for God on your side. And that man gave you an exit. He gave you a new look on life, a new take on life, a new journey, a new beginning. And that's why you're blessed. But you realize you never would have made it had it not been for him. You would not have made it had it not been for him. You would not have been here. You wouldn't have been alive. You wouldn't have been in your right mind. You wouldn't have been stable. You wouldn't have been winning. You wouldn't have been blessed. You wouldn't have been favored. If you didn't step through when you needed to step through. And if he would not have came through when he came through. So with that being said, I want you to understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I'm your confidant. I come with that real. I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100. I keep it a buck with you. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, that you can cry on. I'm that listening ear that you can vent to. I want you to understand and keep reaching people and keep teaching people and keep bringing these messages to people and letting people hear. People who may not know me, people who may not know how to find me. But you know that if this message resonated with you and you know someone else is going through the same troubles and trials and tribulations that you've gone through, let them listen to this message. Reach one, teach one. And understand that we ride together. Oh, please believe we're going to slide together. JC Gang for life. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I commend y'all. I appreciate you. And I'm going to forever, as long as God spare my life, I'm never going to leave y'all. And as long as he give me a word to come on here and talk about, a message to get on here and relay to y'all, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed. Soon, I'm going to have my website up. A lot of you guys have been asking me, how can you get in contact with me? The emails are not effective anymore moving forward because it's too many emails. So my website should be up soon. When it's up, I will be putting that in the description box of my videos, where you guys can go on and book a session with me to talk to me one-on-one about any situations that you're going through, any advice that you may need, any insight that you need me to provide to you. The information for that website will eventually, once my website is up, it's going to be available in the description box of all my videos. I'm also going to make sure I put it in the community board. I'm also going to make sure that I let you guys know how to go ahead and how to access that website on every video that I post as soon as the website is done and up and running. I'm still putting the pieces of it together. But once it's up, instead of sending me emails for any situations that you're going through, you need to talk to me, you'll be able to book a session with me, and all that information I will provide to you once it's up and running, okay? So I want you guys to have a safe. We got a long weekend coming up. Dr. Martin Luther King holiday is on Monday. Be safe, okay? Stay prayed up, and I love y'all. Until next time, stay prayed up now.